Hey everyone, it's Ruth with Wisdom, Coaching Wisdom. I'm not sure if we are actually streaming today. There we go. It looks like we're on. This is Ruth with Coaching Wisdom, and I'm coming to you live for a few minutes to do our Wisdom Card Wednesday, where we pull one of the wisdom cards and we talk about it. So, over the course of 44 weeks, we will finish looking at each one of the cards, and every week we'll talk about it a little bit. If you're joining me live, comment, let me know that you're here. You'll see the little red icon at the top of the screen. If you're catching me on replay, type in hashtag replay so I know that you've been here. And I'm going to be shuffling a little bit. For those of you who have never joined, this is Ruth with Coaching Wisdom, and I'm showing you my wisdom cards. These are cards that have powerful questions on them. Each card has a word and an intention behind the word and a powerful question. So they can be used for a lot of different things. I'm a coach, an intuitive life coach. And what is that? I use my intuition and a set of solid coaching skills. I'm a certified life coach. And I combine the two. So I combine this sense of knowing and this sense of using my intuition to navigate a coaching session. I also use some cards that I developed, which are the Coaching Wisdom cards. I have a book also that I've created, and it's Coaching Wisdom, Weaving Wisdom into Your Coaching Practice. This is a book that's just filled with more powerful questions and full color pictures of the cards. There are probably over 400 questions in there. I've never actually counted them. But if you're a coach and you need some ideas on powerful questions that you can ask, as if you're a coach, you know that powerful questions are what drive a coaching session. And we walk alongside our coachees, the people that we work with, and we help them to dig deeper into their own wisdom. And together we co-create goals to get them from where they are now to where they want to be. I don't see that anybody's on, and sometimes people come on and I'll do some card readings. If you are joining me live, please let me know and I'll pull a card for you. And if I'm on my own this morning and coming to you on replay, I am going to pull the wisdom card of the week. So for this week, the card is love. And I'll read that card to you. Love has many meanings. It can be a feeling or an unselfish act. Love can be given, felt, shared with others, and it can be used to embrace the self. Each person experiences love in a different way. How do you experience love? And today I think what I want to talk about with this card is how we love the self. So we're taught sometimes in our society that we should be unselfish and that we shouldn't love ourselves. We should love our neighbor as ourselves or before ourselves sometimes. A lot of women I know are taught to put everyone else before them before they're able to really take care of themselves. But you know what? What kind of sense does that make? When we think about it, does that really make sense? Because if we are responsible to so many people and we're here to share our love, our care, our attention, if you're a mom, if you're a partner, we need to share all of us. How do we do that if we're not filling ourselves up first? And so the way I read this card today is, how do you experience love? But how do you experience that for yourself? How do you make sure that your cup is full so that you can give from the overflow instead of taking what you need to sustain yourself? So offering love is a responsibility in a lot of ways. When you think about it, you're being responsible to the self to make sure that you're full so that you can give, so you can freely give. If you're empty, what you're giving is substandard, it's partial, it's given in resentment, it's not given. Sometimes we get tired, we get exhausted, we collapse from having given out too much and not taken enough in. So if you have a really busy week, a really busy day, if you have stressors in your life that are unusual, and through this pandemic, we've all had some extra stressors. If you're a parent and you're keeping your kids home and having to help homeschool them or even help them on online school while you're trying to work or while you're trying to do what you need to do, that's a huge stressor. So during those times, we need to really think about self-love and how do we love ourselves, not just in big ways, not just, I don't have time for this. A lot of people say, I don't have time for that, I'm too busy. What about the small things? So, in what small ways, when you wake up in the morning, when you go about your day, even when you're busy, can you really love and appreciate yourself? Those small moments that you give yourself will give back exponentially in how you feel, in how you share. Some people I know are taking care of aging parents. You need to love yourselves extra hard when you're taking care of other people. And so that's how I would take a look at love today. That's what I'm feeling for this card. You could see it in so many different ways. When we're coaching with cards, sometimes we pull a card. A lot of times I pull cards with my clients, and we'll pull it out, take a look at the word, and the client, the person you're coaching in partnership with, will come up with all the reasons why that word means something to them. And then you take off with the conversation. And every time that that happens, the right thing is said at the right time. Tayloria, hi. Great questions and inspiration for self-love. Thank you. You're welcome. Tayloria, if you're there, I'd be happy to pull a card for you if you want to, but just say yes in the comments. I always pull cards for people with their permission, and I'd be happy to give you a card of the day. Not sure if anybody else is on. I'll wait to see. Sometimes there's a delay with comments. So if you'd like a card, say yes in the comments just so that I know it's okay. When I look at these coaching cards, these wisdom cards, the story behind them is that they kind of came through me when I was trying to write something else. And rather than fighting it, I let it happen and let them emerge. And they turned into something that is a really great tool to use in coaching sessions. Jessica Marie, hi, good morning. Yes, I'd like a card, please. Okay, Jessica, your card's on its way. I'm going to mix the past 10 cards. We are on week 11. And so what I do is I take out the cards we've already used, and I only pull from the deck the cards we haven't seen yet. But if I do a reading, I'm going to use a different deck for you because that one is a full deck. So as I was saying, these cards came through me. They've proven to be very useful resources. Think of being a coach, if you're somebody who works with others, and sometimes you have lists of things or ideas. A lot of coaches keep a sheet of paper that has lots of powerful questions on it to help remind us how we can go in conversations. These cards work very much the same for coaches. If you're using these cards individually for yourself, they're really good to use for self-awareness. I know that sometimes I will pull a card and then journal about that day. Interestingly enough, usually when I have an issue or when I have a question, I can go to the cards and pull one or two or three, depending what I choose, and it's always right. So it always sits real well with me right here. Okay, Jess, here's your card. Jess, your card is growth today. And I'll read this to you. All of life is growth. It's happening whether we feel it or see it, and whether we are aware of it or not. Where do you want to see growth in your life? And so what I'm feeling for you is that you're going through a period of questioning. And when you go through this period of questioning, the reason behind that is because think of maybe a chicken and an egg. That's what I'm seeing. And it gets too small for where you are. And so the questioning is so that you can push out and see if you can create a larger environment for yourself. So Jess, what I'm seeing for you today is that all that questioning that's probably happening, maybe the wondering, maybe asking, what's this all for? it's really just the beginning of you trying to grow. And I would encourage you to continue with that. Let the questions flow, write them down. Ask yourself what's happening. Listen for the answers. So I hope that helped you, Jess. And that all has to do with the card that we pulled for today, which was self-love. And when we love and take care of ourselves, when we do that first, before we love and take care of others, it seems backwards compared to how we've been probably raised. It seems backwards for society, who always says, give, give, give. Be the unselfish mother, be the unselfish daughter, sister, employee. But how selfish are we being if we're not taking care of ourselves and we have nothing to give? So think about self-love today, which is the card of the week. How do you take care of yourself so that you can be of service to others in your life, so that you can be the mom you want to be, so you can be that partner, you can be that employee, that sister, that cousin, whoever you need to be for someone else, you have to be full first. Thanks for being here. I just thought I'd hop on for Wisdom Card Wednesday. The card of the week was love, and we looked at that as looking at self-love today. If you'd like a deck of cards, they're on my website. They're Weaving Wisdom cards. You can get them at ruthsandoval.com. I don't have these on Amazon yet because I still like to send them out with personal notes and in fun packaging. So those can be ordered directly from me on my site. If you'd like the book, if you're a coach and you'd like to have a lot more powerful questions, then you can order my book on Amazon.com, and it's called Coaching Wisdom, Weaving Wisdom into Your Coaching Practice. So I hope everybody has a wonderful Wednesday, and I just wish you peace today. Thanks for being here.